Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel ServiceNow by Veda Technologies. In the last video, we had discussed what is UI policy. UI policies are client-side logic that dynamically change the behavior of a field on the farm level. It is also from the client side. We had a brief explanation, okay, in the last video. You can check out in the description, and they will help in making the fields mandatory, read only, and hidden, and based on the particular condition only. Okay, UI policies works without writing the scripts, but they can include the client side scripting if it is needed. Okay, here the statement, it can be working without scripting also, but we can also include the scripting if it is needed. Very good statement of it. We will see in the next 2 to 3 minutes. And coming to the performance consideration, as we had discussed, UI policies execute faster than client scripts because they don't need to interact with any scripting. And however, client scripts execute before UI policies when a form loads and submit. So this is already being discussed. Okay, these are all the points. I'm just trying to remind you. And now, so now we'll try to see. Okay, we'll try to see in the UI policy what is global, what is on load, and what is inherit, what is reverse if false, what are all those options. They are most important in the interview question also. What are those? Can you define? See here. Okay, global got checked out. Okay, global. See, in the above you will be seeing some definition. If selected, the UI policy applies to all form views. Otherwise, the UI policy is views specific. As you know, the form, okay, the form, whatever we are opening, and whatever we are opening, the form, new form, can be on the desktop level view and mobile level view. Okay, there are different kind of views. Okay, the views also can be customized. So for all the views, so if I keep true, if I checked out, then the policies and UI policy actions are applicable for all views, like desktop related and mobile related. If there are any customized related views, it will be applicable. That is what the statement of it. If not, it will not be applicable. The specific view you should have to select. Okay, and next, onload. Will come to the onload after discussing reverse if false and inheritance. Okay, this would be last. Okay, because it includes the scripting, I will tell you. Okay, and you just see here. Okay, reverse if false, you try to you know read it, reverse the effects of the UI policy actions when the conditions evaluate to false. What does this mean? What does this mean? Huh? See here, you come to the page, come to the form. Okay, whenever condition satisfied with true, whenever condition satisfied is with true, because I had created the UI policy in the last video, right? UI policy is what? Whenever state is on hold, then on hold reason is mandatory. Okay, but whenever I am changing, it to in progress, then how on hold reason is not mandatory. How? How it is became not mandatory? Whenever condition is true, satisfied, then it was became mandatory, this part. Whenever the condition is false, it's something not on hold, then how this particular field is becoming not mandatory, not mandatory. So if you check out, this particular that's what this particular option can do. Reverse if false. Reverse if false means if condition is true, then UI policy actions will be executed. If not, it will come back to the normal state. That is what the statement of it. Okay, fine. See here, you can check it out now also. So I will do one thing practically. Okay, I will uncheck this. Okay, I will save it. I will save it, and I will go to the form, and I will reload it, because it should be reloaded whenever we change it something. Okay, now you see on hold, I am changing it to on hold. Now it is become mandatory. Now I am changing it to reserved. So is it coming back? No, right? So that is what the very significance of this. What is that? Global, sorry, uh, reverse if false. Always it should be checked out. Okay, next, inherited. What is inherited? It is very good example. Inherited, you just try to read this. Tables that extends the specified table inheritance this UI policy. This is something difficult to be understand you. Okay, let me take up. Okay, let's say I am writing UI policies on where? Incident table. Incident table. Okay, I am writing UI policies on incident table, right? So sometimes incident table can be extended to 10 tables. Okay, the fields whatever are there in the incident table, okay, might be extended to 10 tables. 10 tables. Okay, like task table. Okay, let's example, task is the main table in ServiceNow. Task, okay, task is task table extended by incident also, for example, or 5 tables. 5 tables are extended the task table. So whenever I am writing UI policies in task table, those will be applicable for all the 5 tables. It should be done, depends on the requirement. So if I check this box, whenever I am I am creating the UI policies on the task table, it will be applicable for all 5 tables which are extended. That is what the statement of it. So let's say I had written 5 UI policies. For 3 UI policies, for 3 UI policies, I had checked this, then 3 UI policies will be extended to other tables also. That is what the statement. Okay. Yeah, fine. So in the next video, I will try to explain you on hold with some of the example, and if video helps you, subscribe it and help us. Thank you so much.